Hello, and welcome back to David Teaches Shit. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about lacto-fermentation. We're just going to do the intro, lacto-fermented pickles. Let's just jump right into it. So first, we'll weigh our jar. Now we'll just slice up some cucumbers. Now before we put the cucumbers in the jar, we're going to add pepper, and then we're going to add some bay leaves, some dill, and then lastly some oregano, about a tablespoon of each. Now we'll add the sliced cucumbers. So now that you got your cucumbers and seasoning all in there, we're going to cover everything with water and make sure everything's below the brine. And now we'll weigh it. To make sure everything stays below the brine, I'm adding this mason jar lid inside, just to make sure everything stays below the brine. It weighs 1,249 grams. We'll minus what the jar weighed before, 403.5 grams. The total weight of all the vegetables and the brine is 845.5 grams. We're going to do 3% of that weight in salt, so we need 26 grams of salt. This, by the way, is sea salt. The salt's in there. We're gonna shake it all up to make sure everything's nice and mixed. And now we'll let this sit at room temperature for 3 days. Make sure to burp it every day. And then we'll check back in 3 days. I had this sitting out at room temperature for 4 days, and then I put it in the fridge for 2 days. And now we're gonna try it. So what was happening in the first 4 days, we did the salty brine to kill off all the bad bacteria, and then the lactic acid can withstand certain amounts of salt. So we killed off everything else besides the lactic acid. And I ended up taking out the metal thing, and I just put cling wrap, plastic wrap, in the water a little bit, and then I burped it every day. You can see there's no film on the top, nothing molded. It doesn't smell bad. It smells kind of sweet. Now with fermentation, you can leave it out for several weeks until it gets the taste you're looking for. Each week will give it more sourness. You can also check the pH level to see if it's done. You want a pH around 4. Above 4, everything starts dying out. Alright, let's try one. It's really salty. I don't know how to describe that taste. It's definitely pungent. You can tell it's fermented. It's good though. It's really salty. Has a unique taste. If you liked the video, hit that like button. We'll see you in the next one.